Alright, welcome back to Dodgy's Garage, where no one knows what I'm doing, and especially me. I have no idea. Anyway, little scoot, little 250. Went on a ride for the last ride of the season or something else, and snapped the clutch cable. Just clear sheared it straight through. Luckily, I went and bought a new one, but let me try and take this back off, because that shouldn't be on there. I ordered a GN250. This is a GZ250, but you can see where the wire goes in there. There's a lot of slack there, and it reaches down there, and I'm pretty sure that is the same. That's what's already on the bike. I think it'll fit. Just got to put that in through there, and whatnot. There's a. Is that it? Yeah. Where's it going? Oh, that goes up there. So that there's a little bracket right there. Where am I pointing? Right there. I've got to undo that and then put that through there and feed it up inside, not on the outside. I reckon that should be fine. I reckon I should be able to do that quite easily. So I'm sitting here with all my tools there somewhere. Should be good to go. Alright, because why not? I've got other things I have to do this weekend. Been a long weekend, so if I can get a few videos out of this weekend, so we'll see how we go. So let's start, eh? Alright, well, that was interesting. That bolt was a right pain in the arse, that little screw, but we got it out, fit it in. It's in there. Just got to do the other end, taking this out. On the shifter that sits on the bike there's a split pin through there. You can see that. Of course, that's face down, which means the pin won't come out unless you actually pull this off, which is a 10mm cotter pin that you literally have to take out to allow it to slip off the friggin' off that. Stupid friggin'. So that means then that give it a bit of a wiggle. Come on, you little shit. That should just pull out and done. That's the old one out. Where did I put the new one? Oh, yeah. The new one should then go. How does it go? How does it go, Bruce? Oh, fuck if I know. So that then, where is the camera? I don't know. I got it in one hand. I'm trying to do both at the same time. Where the friggin' hell? Oh, okay. So that should go in there. So, oh, and I've just lost this bolt. Oh, let me try and. I'm not going to do that. It's not going to happen. So somehow, okay, got to get that in there and that as well. There we go. Done. Yeah, because it sits over like that, you it sits over like that. You can pull a split pin out, but you can't actually get this off. So, if I grab the little, there's a little split pin. So if I can't even see the friggin' hole. That's what she said. Ha! Alright. Alright, I'm going to do this off camera. So that then, once that's back on, it just sits onto there. And yeah, then what do? You got to pull the cable through and then slide that bit there into this little housing, this little thing here, and then push it up into here and take one of these nuts off with it. So then you pull, come on, that's it. Alright, have that, and then have that free to go in, and then take this off. The whole thing's turning. Let me, look, I'm going to do it. Alright, so hang on a sec. Alright, well I think I've done it. I've stuffed this up and put it on upside backwards. So now, to get the, what's the name, sitting up, the split pin sitting up, I've had to put this on backwards because I've, instead of that way, I've turned it over. Doesn't really matter. Getting that in, as I say, loosen that nut right off until you've got that, and that sits in here, and then you push that in, and then you push back up, and then you tighten this nut, and blah blah blah. That took forever to try and get that aligned because there was no resistance, and I need the clutch to be turned all the way, and then try and get this to have as much length so that can sit further up here and hook on, because you can see the dirt there. That's how far it travelled before, but now it's over here. But when I hit the thing, that's a fair bit of travel. And this little rubber thingy, what am I doing? Get off. This little rubber doohickey. Put some WD-40 in the end there, and then you can slip a little, what's the name through, and then it should just sit on there. And so you pull that, and then that should line up. Alright, catch her, and you can slip it in like that, and then tighten that up. So that's all sits back in. That's right. Clutch now has a spring. Before there was absolutely no spring on it, because the clutch just wasn't engaged. But that now engages. So only way to check it now is to one, stick it in neutral. I'll turn it on first. Is that neutral? That's not neutral. Hang on. That's neutral. Alright. So I should be able to, hang on, press one. Come on. Oh. Never the easiest thing to start. But now I should be able to put it in gear and watch it stall. Motherfucker. You're just going to do me like that, aren't you? You just had to do that. Put it in. Oh, it is a bit cold. Oh. So, by rights, hi Jeeves! So by rights, I should be able to stick that in gear and it not roll forward. It kind of works. Well, there we go. Come on. So it comes now, it's about half. I'll do that. Ready? That starts grabbing there. So I'd call that a win. I really would. Get it in here, yeah. Alright, so that, come on, get out of it. I'll call that, fuck's sake. I'll call that a win. It's on, it's routed. These These come with a what's the name, plastic slip yoke type thing, so you can screw it up here and it doesn't matter. Oh, now that's done, I can put that back over there, stops from getting greasy. Yeah, that cost, I think it was $23 for the GN250, what's the name, it's about $80 or $70 for the GZ250. It's the same freaking bike, it's the same fucking parts. So there you go, clutch cable for a GZ250, just use the GN, it's half the price, if not more. So that's fixed. So there was a little bit of, I mean, that's obviously, alright, that's poking in there. Where that snapped, that's got a fair bit of play. You can see that bit there, that's how much it's stretched, how much play it's had. Well, maybe either that or it was when I pulled this out. But you got to pull that out, undo this. Oh, it's actually worn there. See the little collar? Yeah. So I've got to do that. Then you pull those up and put that wire through the holder on the chassis, and then push this in here. Then you can do this back up. But yeah, apart from putting that on the wrong way, on the what's the name, that's done. That is fixed. That's I've actually fixed something, and now I can actually ride my bike. So at what, half an hour stuffing around, I've actually done something. So bike is done, which is good because I didn't. This is probably an update as well, but it's Friday of a long weekend. I don't know what weekend, May Day or something, not a Labour Day. But I bought me cars inside because I've got an adapter and a 350 Holly for this. This has been sitting for years, like years. And because the original, you can't get an original carby. They always have cracks in them and they leak. So I managed to find a conversion for 350 Holly, so I've got to put that on this weekend. I got electronic dizzy for this. I've got to put that on, even though I've said this for the last, 6 months I'm going to do it, never did. But the best thing, the boss is doing his Pajero as well. Who are you waving to? Oh, Dad's coming. I got the bike registered. It took fucking forever, but I got the bike registered. My 2014, can I do the, I can't do that one. 2014 Kawasaki 1400 GTR, if you wasn't sure. Kawasaki 1400 GTR. It had a wover on it. And I didn't realise that you have to go to a different place to do a wover on these bikes. As you can see the scratches there, scratches there. That's it. Apart from that broken mirror, which I swapped off the other bike, that's all I had to do. But with the wover, you got to, mate, there's so much shit you got to do to these things to get them through. Stat decks, photographs before, when you pick the vehicle up, what it looked like, during, after, receipts, VIN numbers off parts, bikes. Absolute pain in the arse. So I had it actually took through Rego. It passed, except for my headlights. They were LED, and I had to put what's the names in it, as Graham's. Had to take the LEDs out and put H4s in it. So now I have H4s in the headlights, not the little thingos. They're still LED, but the headlights themselves are H4. I'm swapping them out. Putting the LEDs back in because the H4s now have to go into my other bike, the black version of this, which I was working on, which is out the back somewhere. But that's all I had to do, just put that on. But that is now past Rego. But I went and bought lowering blocks for your pegs. You bolt them on here and it lowers your peg down so much. Apparently I'm supposed to cut your exhaust heat shield. Yeah, so I've actually bought those beforehand. I only got them yesterday. So that's cool. So yeah, you put the bracket on and it actually drops your peg down about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So instead of you having your knees up around here, it's just down a bit. So it's a lot, for long drives it's more comfortable because your legs aren't up like that. They're more like that. Something like that. But it's registered. I actually drove it on the, I may have ridden it on the streets around here the day after I got it back, putting the plates on. Mate, it's such a cool bike, powerful, not throttle, whiskey throttle, like some of the super bikes do. 1400, it's not a whiskey throttle, but once it starts going, it just goes. The torque just goes. It's freaking awesome. So if I remember, I'm gonna get that this weekend. So foot pegs, lowered foot pegs on the bike, the carby at least onto the Valiant, and maybe the Dizzy onto the Beetle. We'll see. But the fact that the bike's registered now, that's one registered. I'll fix my little scoot's down there. Fix this little thing, this horrible little tacky thing that I can't fit onto properly. It's now rideable, which means I can now ride it. So that's fixed, because that's been out of action for 2 weeks now. It's been sitting at the back here. I'm quite happy. On a Friday, oh, come on, what are you doing? On a Friday, oh, fucking whatever. I even had to take the barbecue out of the back of my Camry because, oh, anyone want any really good Dainese two-piece full leather thingo suit? Well, suit someone who's thinner than me, because where is it? Doesn't say. I'm not putting my dirty fingers in. $700. I think it's a large, or maybe an extra large, but I'm now an extra large, or maybe a 3XL in leathers. So it doesn't fit me. So if someone wants it, $700, or someone for something for a fat bastard. It's apparently unpacked now. All right, that's it. There's going to be other videos coming eventually of what I'm going to be doing this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Cheers. Catch us next time. Have fun. Enjoy your long weekend. And what are those? Keep riding. Stay hydrated. Don't add a life or take a life. There you go. All right. Hooroo.